Everyone, a very good morning to all of you students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at your home. So this is your fourth video of standard 2 of English. So let's see today what we are going to do in English. Today we are going to do exercises of chapter number 2, Grandpa Farooq's Garden. And I think that you all have understood this story very nicely. So today I'll give you a small summary. I'll explain you once again the summary of this chapter. So Grandpa Farooq, he was having a garden, and Amir, one boy, was there, and he loved his Grandpa Farooq's garden very much. But one day both of them, they work together every week. They eat fruits there, they plug fruits from their garden to eat, they take care of their garden, they worked every week together. So one day what happened, Grandpa Farooq, she was very upset. Do you know why? Because pests were eating his garden and the garden was dying. And then Amir asked his grandpa what to do next. His grandpa told him that, Amir, we have to find bugs that will eat all the pests, ladybirds that will eat all the pests. So Amir, he also worked hard. He searched 9 ladybirds. He kept that 9 ladybirds very nicely with care. He handled, and then he took that box to Grandpa Farooq's garden. Both of them, they opened it and let ladybirds fly out, and then after, ladybirds start eating all the pets, and after this Grandpa's garden was growing day by day and very fast. So this was the story. So let's see what are the exercises today you all are going to do. Number 1, firstly, students, come to page number 9. Okay, in page number 10. So in page number 10, see that understanding the story is written. You have to do this exercises in your book. So in this, see, check the correct answers. That means you have to check all the correct answers. Three options are there, and you have to choose one correct answer from that. Okay, so let's see. What did Grandpa Farooq and Amir do in the garden? What do they do in the garden? Number A, they collected ladybirds, they watered the plants, they worked together and ate fruits. So they worked together in the garden and ate fruits. So you have to tick option number C. What did Grandpa Farooq and Amir do in the garden? They worked together and ate fruits. Okay. See, this is question number 2. The pests in the garden, Grandpa Farooq's garden, were what? Number A, helping the garden grow, eating all the plants, eating the ladybirds in the garden. No, the pest that was in Grandpa Farooq's garden, they were eating all the plants very badly and the plants were dying. So correct option will be option number B, eating all the plants. Okay. Now come to question number 3. Now see, number 3, one sentence is there. You have done well. Oh my boy, you have done well. What did Amir do? Why Grandpa Farooq? These words were said by Grandpa Farooq. And what did Amir do? Why Grandpa Farooq, he was saying these words? So number A, Amir helped water the plants in the garden. Number B, Amir collected 9 pets for the garden. Number C, Amir collected ladybirds that would eat all the pests. So option number C will be your correct answer. Amir collected ladybirds that would eat all the pests. Okay students, let's see what we are going to do next. What is our question? Now come to question number B. Answer these questions. This you have to write in your notes copy. So in notes copy, first write down chapter number 2. Then name of the chapter, Grandpa Farooq's garden. Then write down today's date and your homework. Then write question number 1. What did Amir like about Grandpa Farooq's garden? So here is one question, that is question number 1. Here it is written, what did Amir like? about Grandpa Farooq's garden. Why he was so willing to work in that garden. Why he loved that garden. So the answer is Amir liked the fruits, the leaves and the flowers and the trees there. So what did he like there? Amir liked the fruits, the leaves, the flowers and the trees there. Amir liked the fruits, the leaves, the flowers and the trees there, and they were very beautiful. So that is the reason Amir was also a small boy, and not only Amir, Grandpa Farooq, he was also loving his garden. So what did Amir like about Grandpa Farooq's garden? Amir liked the fruits, the leaves, the flowers and the trees there. This will be your answer. Okay students. Now come to question number B. Here it is written, my garden is dying. Why was Grandpa's garden dying? Now Grandpa, he was very upset and he was saying, my garden is dying. Why was Grandpa's garden dying? What was the reason? And as per the story, you all know why. Because pests were there and they were eating the plants. So what you will write? You will write Grandpa's garden was dying because some pests were eating the plants. Because some pests were eating the plants. This was your answer. My garden is dying. Why was Grandpa's garden dying? Answer. Grandpa's garden was dying because some pests were eating the plants. This was your answer, students. Okay. Question number 3. What could Grandpa and Amir do to save the garden? So Grandpa and Amir, what can they do to save their garden? So Grandpa and Amir should bring ladybirds to save the garden. What should they do? They should bring ladybirds to save the garden, because ladybirds, they eat all the pests and their garden will start growing again. So Grandpa and Amir should bring ladybirds to save the garden. Question number 4. First, you have to write this sentence. The sentence which is written in green color, this you have to write in your copy. And after that, start writing question number A. Which bugs were these? Sentences, I'll bring you a bug or two, said Amir. Amir said, I'll bring you a bug or two. So, question number A is, which bugs were these? So you will write these were ladybirds, and what they will do? They will eat all the pests. Okay. Number B. How many bugs did Amir actually bring? So Amir brought 9 bugs. How many bugs? 9 bugs. 2 bugs on the way he picked up. Then he catch 3 bugs around the football field, and at last he found 4 bugs at ladybirds at the park. So total 9 bugs he brought. So how many bugs did Amir actually bring? Amir brought 9 bugs. Question number C. What does this tell us about Amir? What does this tell us about Amir? This tells us that Amir was very active, because he started collecting all the bugs from the next day. Okay, so this tells us that Amir, he was very active. This will be your answer. Okay students, this is question number 5. Where did Amir? This question you will write the answers in book only, because place is there, so you have to write this in your book. Where did Amir find the ladybirds? How many did he find in each place? Look, the questions are written in black color and answers are written in red color. So where? On the way. 3 boxes are there in your book, and in first box you will write on the way. Where he find bugs? On the way he found how many bugs? 2 ladybirds. Next question, where? Next he found 3 ladybirds. Where? Around the football field. Around the football field he found how many ladybirds? 3. And next is where? At the park. And how many bugs? 4 bugs. So total 9 bugs he brought for Grandpa Farooq's garden. This you will do in your book. Okay students, let's come to next question. Question number 6. How did Amir take care of the ladybirds he had collected? Now here is the question, that how you will say that Amir take care of the ladybirds. You have to tell that he had collected. So you will write, Amir kept small leaves and twigs. Twigs, you know, small branches, small branches of trees or plants. So Amir kept small leaves and twigs at the bottom of a big plastic box. So a big plastic box was there, and in that plastic box he kept small leaves and twigs at the bottom. Then he gently placed the ladybirds inside and kept some food and water for them in the box. In this way, he took care of the ladybirds. So this will be your answer. How did Amir take care of the ladybirds? Amir kept small leaves and twigs at the bottom of a big plastic box. Then he gently placed the ladybirds inside and kept some food and water for them in the box. In this way, you will write all your answer. Okay, students. So let's see what we are going to do next. Next is enjoying the story. So please come to page number 11. This also you have to do in your book only. Page number 11. Question number A. Amir is a kind boy. Which of these sentences from the story show this? Tick them. You have to tick sentences that show you that Amir is a kind boy. So let's see what are the sentences, and you have to tick more than one. Sentences is written. That means you have to choose more than one sentence. Okay, students. So let's see. Number 1. Amir and Grandpa work together in the garden every week. That is very nice. Amir and Grandpa, they work together in the garden every week. First we will read all the sentence, then we will decide that which sentence is showing us that Amir is a kind boy. Don't worry, Grandpa, I'll bring you a bug or two. Now who said this thing? Amir, he said, don't worry, Grandpa, I'll bring you a bug or two. So this is the sentence that is showing that Amir care for Grandpa and he is a kind boy also. Number C. Amir gently placed the ladybirds inside. He can roughly also place, he can pack them also, but he gently placed the ladybirds because they were also insect, na? They were also living. So Amir gently placed the ladybirds inside. So this is also a correct sentence which is showing us that Amir is a kind boy. Number D. Amir put some food and water for them in the box. Look, students, if Amir, he will not give them food and water, ladybirds may die inside the box. But what he did, he put some food and water for them in the box. So this is also a correct sentence. Amir found 3 ladybirds sitting on a leaf. No, this is a normal sentence. This is two sentences, that is A and E. This is not showing that Amir, he was a kind boy. So you have to correct only B, C and D. This is your answer, students. Okay. And this you have to do in your book only. Don't write anything in your copy. This question you will not write in your copy. See what we are going to do next. We are going to do grammar and usage. So let's see what usage of grammar is there in this question. Okay, students. Grammar and usage, we are going to read about adjective. In previous class you all have read about noun. So in here we are going to learn about adjectives. So what is adjectives? What is adjective? So let's see. An adjective modifies or gives more information about a noun or pronoun. An adjective gives more information. It will give you more information about a noun or a pronoun. Noun, you know, name, place, animal, thing is your noun. Pronoun, he, she, it is pronoun. And an adjective gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. Or you can say describing words, a word which describes about a noun, which tells us about a noun, that is adjective. Okay, describing words or adjective. Other name of the adjectives is describing words. Okay, students, that describes, that tell us more about a noun. So let's see what are the examples. So here you can see this is a big house. Big house. So the word big describe the noun house. Okay, house is a noun and big, it is describing, it is telling us that how the house is. The house is big. That is your adjective. How the house is? The house is big. Big is adjective. B-I-G, big is adjective. And house is noun. Number 2, smart teacher. How the teacher is? Smart. Very smart. So, smart. It is telling us about the teacher. It tells us about the teacher. So, the adjective here is smart. S-M-A-R-T, smart. Smart teacher. It is telling us about a person. Person is also a noun, na? So, person, that is teacher. Smart teacher. Look here. A parrot is there. Parrot means it belongs to your bird. This is a bird. That means it belongs from to animal group. Okay. So green parrot. Here, what is the color of the parrot? Green. So it is describing. Green is describing the color of the parrot. So it is an adjective. Green is an adjective. Green parrot. What is the color? Green. Green parrot. Okay. So green is adjective and parrot is noun. Round ball. What is the shape of the ball? Round. What is the shape? Round. It is telling us about the ball. What is the shape? It is telling us about the shape of the ball. That is round. Okay, student. So this is adjective. Now come to predicative adjective. Look, students. Adjectives usually comes before a noun. Smart teacher. Smart teacher. Okay. Teacher is a noun and adjective is coming before a noun. So adjective usually comes before a noun. This is correct. But it can also come after the noun and the verb also, since it takes the position of a predicate. How? I will show you. If you will write the girl is tall. Okay, if the sentence is the girl is tall, you can see that we are talking about the girl. That means the girl is subject and rest is predicate. Okay, how is the girl? The girl is tall. So here it is written, but it can also come after the noun. Girl is noun and where is adjective? Tall. After. Here this is teacher is adjective and teacher is noun and smart is adjective. Okay, so it is coming before. Usually this thing is correct, but in some cases adjective comes comes after the noun and the verb. So here it is coming after the noun. You can see here, since it takes the position of a predicate, and this is taking the position of a predicate. So we have to do all the exercises according to that, all the question according to that. We have to keep this adjective at last in the predicate position. That is predicative adjective. Okay, students. So let's see what are the question. Okay, student, this is question number A. Rewrite these sentences as shown. And this question is from page number 11. Grammar and usage, you all know. So I have told you how you will change any sentence in predicative adjective. So here it is written, whatever is written in green color, that is your answer, and whatever is written in black, that is your question. So number 1, he is a tall boy. So what you have to do here? He is a tall boy. You have to change. Okay, you have to change. Tall is adjective because it is showing us about your noun. How the boy is? The boy is tall. So he is a tall boy. So you have to change this predicate, this adjective you have to bring in last. Okay, adjective you have to place at last. So what you will do? You will write the boy is tall. The boy is tall. The boy is subject, you all know, because we are talking about boy. So the boy is subject. The boy is tall. Tall is your adjective, predicative adjective. Okay, in this way you will write all the answer. Question number B. It was a long scarf. So here adjective is long. Okay, what is adjective? Long. And we are talking about what? We are talking about scarf. So the scarf will be your predicate. Look, here it is already written in your book. Sorry, the scarf will be subject. It is written in your book. The scarf will be subject. The scarf was long, and you will bring this adjective at last. Okay, that is your predicative adjective. Number 3. It is a small plant. It is a small plant. We are talking about whom, students? We are talking about plant. We are talking about what? We are talking about plant. So the plant is the subject. Okay, and small adjective here is small. So bring this adjective at last. The plant is small. The plant is small. It is a small plant. The plant is small. Like this you will write all the answer. So next you have to write full answer by your own self. She is a quiet girl. Question number 4. She is a quiet girl. The adjective here is quiet. How the girl is? She is very quiet. So we are talking about the girl. So the girl is your subject. So you will write the girl first. And is quiet you will write at last, because this is your adjective. This is your predicative adjective. Number 5. That was a funny story. That was a funny story. About what we are talking? We are talking about story. So the story will be your predicate, subject. The story will be your subject. And how was the story? The story was funny. So the adjective is funny. So was funny will be your predicative adjective. In this way you will write all your answers in the book only. In page number 11. Okay students, let's see what we are going to do next. Next, come to page number 12. Complete these sentences with any suitable word. Any word you can use that suits in this question, with this question. So let's see. Question number 1 is the food at the restaurant is dash. You can write the food at the restaurant is tasty. Okay, you may write tasty also. T-S-T-Y. You may write unhealthy also. You may write hot also. Whatever that suits here, any suitable word you can write here. The food at the restaurant is tasty or hot. The food at the restaurant is, you can write here healthy also. H-E-A-L-T-H-Y, healthy also. So whatever word suits here, you can write here. Okay. Question number 2. My friend Lekha is always dash. What you can write? You can write is always busy. My friend Lekha is always busy. Or you can write my friend Lekha is also always late. Late also you may write. Or busy you may write. Or punctual also you can write. Whatever comes in your mind that suits this sentence, you may write all the words. Okay. Next. The water in the pool is clean. The water in the pool is cold. The water in the pool is warm. Whatever word, that's anything you can write. Okay, cold, warm, clean also you can write. So write here clean. Or any words that comes into your mind that suits here, you may write all that also. Number 4, your story is short. Your story is short also you can write. Your story is short. You can write your story is interesting. You can write your story is boring also. Whatever correct word is here, you can write all the words. Okay. Number 5. The sand on the beach is hot also you can write. Wet also you can write. So in this way you will write all the answers. And you have to write all the answers in your book only. In page number 12. Let's see next what we are going to do. Now, come to next question, that is words in use. Okay, we have to use the words that are given in the blank, in the box. So see, students, whatever is written in red color, that is your answer, and what is written in black, that is your question. So complete these sentences with the words in the box. Couldn't believe it, work hard, spend time without saying a word, do something. These all are your words. So let's start. Mary was shocked to hear the news. Mary was shocked. So you can write here, she couldn't believe it. She was not able to believe that thing. She was in shock. So first you will write couldn't believe it. Okay. Next is question number 2. I visit my grandmother every week. I love to dash with her. Now you will say, you will choose that which words are correct here. So I visit my grandmother every week. I love to dash with her. Work together? No. Spend time? Yes. The answer will be spend time. I visit my grandmother every week. I spend time with her. Now question number 3. Vishal and I are on the same team. They are on the same team. We dash on projects in class. What you will do? Spend time is completed. Work together. Yes. Vishal and I are on the same team. We work together in projects in class. So work together will be your answer. Now come to question number 4. Shilpa did not say anything. She left dash. Without saying and do something. 2 words are left. All these words are completed. So what you will write? Do something. She left do something. No. She left without saying a word. You will write in question number 4. In blank number 4. Okay. Next is, this kitten looks lost. We should dash about it. What we should do? We should do something about it. And this is your last word. So very nicely you have understood, I think so, and you will write all the answers very correctly in your book also. Let's see what next. Yes, now come to page number, that is 14. Come to page number 14, students. In writing section, what you have to write in this? Let's see. Here is the story of Grandpa Farooq's garden. Okay, the sentences are in the wrong order. All the sentences that is written in your book, the sentences are in wrong order. Number the sentences correctly. You have to write the correct numbering of the sentence. Okay, and write the first and the last sentence on your own. So I will show you how you have to do. See, students. Number 1, what you will do? First line from your chapter that is written in your chapter. So you will write that line first. Amir's favorite place was Grandpa's garden. What you will write? Amir's favorite place was Grandpa's garden. First line you will write. Okay. Amir's favorite place was Grandpa's garden. And you have to give number 1 here. Okay. Then at last, what you will do? Last line of the story you will write here. Okay. And at last, it is written in your book. It grew and grew and grew. Okay. This you will write. Don't give number right now. Just write down it grew and grew and grew. Whatever is written in red color, that is your answer. And what is written in black, that is your question. So, see student, one day Grandpa was upset. No. What you will write? First is Amir's favorite place was Grandpa's garden. Then what you will write? According to story, second line is Amir loved spending time in the garden. So this you will write number 2. In front of Amir loved spending time in the garden, you will write number 2. Next, the pests were eating his plants. No. Grandpa and Amir worked in the garden together. This is number 3. They worked together in the garden. Like this you will write. Okay. Then only ladybirds could help the garden. No. The garden was safe. No. And the ladybirds ate all the pests. No. So you will write from second line. One day Grandpa was upset. So after 3 you will write 4 here in front of this sentence. Then why he was upset? Because the pests were eating his plants. So in front of this you will write number 5. The pests were eating his plants. This is your number 5. Okay. Now come to next. Only ladybirds could help the garden. Yes, this is your number 6. You will write number 6 in front of this. The ladybirds ate all the pests. The garden was saved. Amir collected 9 ladybirds for the garden. Yes, Amir collected 9 ladybirds for the garden. This is your number 7. Okay, you will write this. This is your number 7. Then what happened after that? The ladybirds ate all the pests. This is number 8. Then the garden was saved, number 9. And last sentence will be number 10. Number 1 will be Amir's favorite place was Grandpa's garden. Number 2, Amir loved spending time in the garden. Number 3, Grandpa and Amir worked in the garden together. Number 4, one day Grandpa was upset. Number 5, the pests were eating his plants. Number 6, only ladybirds could help the garden. Number 7, Amir collected 9 ladybirds for the garden. Number 8, the ladybirds ate all the pests. Number 9, the garden was saved. Number 9, the garden was saved. And number 10, it grew and grew and grew. This is your answer, students. Okay, in this way you will write all the answers. So I hope that this video will help you so much. Thank you so much everyone for paying attention, for watching this video. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day.